KCHA 95.1 The Bull. This is Chris. How can I help you?
Hey, Chris, it's Mr. Hofer. How you doing?
It's going.
Good. Good. I would say anytime you are ready, we are ready.
Okay, give me one second. Oh, no, you're supposed to stay there. Thank you. Okay. Alright, I got a minute left. It's because it's the news, and then after that, it's all yours.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Good. How are you? Good, you? Excellent. Sorry, I'm on the air, but yes, it is. Yeah, well, it's good to see you here. You guys had a nice win the other night, too. Congrats. The Charles City Comets are on the air. Good evening, Comet fans. It's Comet Volleyball time again. And we welcome you to the Mills Incorporated Comet Volleyball pregame show here on KCHA. The Comets tonight facing the Waverly-Shell Go-Hawks in what is now non-conference volleyball action. Always good to have Waverly-Shell in the gym. It should be a great matchup here tonight for both the Comets and Waverly-Shell. Waverly-Shell comes in with 10 losses on the season. They have 7 wins so far. They've played some good competition. You just simply look at teams like Waterloo West, who they beat the other night down in Mount Vernon. The Comets lost to Waterloo West. Waverly-Shell has lost to Mount Vernon and Western Dubuque, but they took the Bobcats of Western Dubuque to 3 sets in a triangular, actually in a tournament a few Saturdays ago. They lost to Cedar Falls. They defeated New Hampton the other day 2-1. And then they won last night, this last week, last Thursday, in New Hampton, 3-0. And of course, the Comets played New Hampton and took them 3-1 here a couple of Tuesday nights ago. So Waverly-Shell played a strong schedule, and of course, the Comets have too, including the tournament here this last weekend down in Waterloo, down at Waterloo West High School. The Comets taking 3 out of the 4 matches that they played, losing only to the host school, Waterloo West. They defeated Waterloo East 2-0, defeated Hudson 2-1, and defeated Marshalltown 2-0. So the Comets have played some good volleyball. Prior to that, the Comets, well, including the first matchup against Waterloo East down at that tournament at West High School this weekend, the Comets had won 8 in a row. And so playing good volleyball are the Charles City Comets, and they look to extend that good run here tonight. Again, we welcome you to the Mills Incorporated Comet Volleyball pregame show here on KCHA. Eric Hofer with you. Melanie Van Zulen will be along here in just a little while. Coach Van Zulen's 8th grade volleyball team played a match here this afternoon, and so she is on her way. We look forward, as always, to talking with her, and we're glad that you're along for the ride here tonight on KCHA. We want to thank Christopher McCulley and Dylan Durier spinning the dials back at our KCHA AM and FM studios. Chris, Dylan, thank you very much, gentlemen. A good day at school for both of you, and now working hard at the station as well. We're grateful for you both, Chris and Dylan. Waverly-Shell has taken their swings. The Comets are out at the moment, getting in their swings. Boy, you have to congratulate Sophia Parrott, who earned her 1,000th assist in her really young career. Sophia just in her junior year and already with 1,000 assists. How about that, huh? Who knows how high that number is going to go, but Sophia's played so well. But of course, you can't get an assist without having someone score. And you've got hitters like Maya Rimrod, Maya Stevenson, Jaden Van Horn, Evelyn Mayhew, Addie Ellis. Avery Lowe has gotten involved a few times. Anya Raziska with a few kills. And so, you marvel, yes, at the work that Sophia Parrott has done setting up those hitters, but somebody's got to put the ball down, and boy, the Comets have a bunch of great hitters once again this year, and they look to continue that here tonight. If you're looking for something to do, we'd love to see you here. Come on out to Comet Gym. And this matchup tonight between the Go Hawks and the Comets. Or you can check it out online as well. If you want to watch the video stream of tonight's contest, head to kchanews.com. Then click on Sports, Teams We Cover, and of course the Charles City Comets. And right then and there, if you just arrow down, you'll see the video stream. We've got it up and going thanks to Chris Berg. Boy, Chris has done a lot of work here these last few weeks to get the video stream working. We've had one difficulty after another. Chris, just a master at solving things like that. So Chris Berg, thank you. And again, go to kchanews.com, click on Sports, and then click on Teams We Cover, Charles City Comets. And that's where you'll see the live web stream. Good crowd is gathered here tonight in Comet Gym. I was talking with Matt Ray, the outstanding broadcaster for KWAY radio station down in Waverly, while JV action was going on. It's just always fun to see Matt in the gym, at the diamond, at the field, wherever you get a chance to talk with Matt Ray. And he was saying with the situation with the Waverly-Shell Athletics, with not having a conference most of the time, Waverly-Shell had to be on the road because teams don't want, if they want to play Waverly, but they don't want to go to Waverly. And it's been just a lot of road games for the Go Hawks so far. To this point, Waverly-Shell has just had 2 home matches on the volleyball side of things. A scrimmage against Sumner Fredericksburg, that was back on August 22nd. And then Waverly-Shell hosted Decorah last, that was last Tuesday night. They'll play again against Osage at home on October 1st. They'll host a tournament, the Waverly-Shell Invite, on Saturday, October 5th. And then they won't be back at home until potentially playoff time. So it just, we know what Road Warriors, the Comet baseball team, was for years. That's the case for Waverly-Shell in a lot of sports this year because they do not have a conference affiliation. Matt was hoping that that would be taken care of here within the next year or so. We'll just have to stay tuned for that. Steve Hansen, the voice of Comet Gym, welcoming this big crowd to Comet Gym. Charles City and Waverly-Shell about to get started. We'll meet first of all the starting lineups for the Go Hawks. Delilah Kroyman, a 5'6" junior libero. Kylie Ryder, a 6-foot middle hitter for Waverly-Shell. Sydney Bieneman, a 5'9" setter for Waverly-Shell. Lizzie Frizzell, a sophomore outside hitter. She had such a good freshman year. Kennedy Wykers, a 5'10" senior outside hitter. Adeline Tuckey, a 5'10" middle hitting sophomore. And Dawn Meyer-Lillibridge, a 5'5" sophomore, a defensive specialist for Waverly-Shell. Bethany Rewerts, the head coach for the Go Hawks. Of course, Yvonne Wooden was the longtime head coach for Waverly-Shell. Now for the Comets, 5'8" freshman Addie Ellis, one of the outside hitters for Charles City. Maya Stevenson, also a right side hitter. Maya also a good defender. Maya, a 5'5" senior. Libero, 5'5" senior Anya Rosiska. What a season she's had. Jaden Van Horn, a 5'9" senior middle hitter. Evelyn Mayhew is a 5'7" junior, also a middle hitter for Charles City. The setter for the Comets, we mentioned what a season and career she's had. 1,000 assists the other day. 5'6" junior Sophia Parrott. And Maya Rimrod, the 5'7" senior outstanding outside hitter for the Comets. Sue Hofer, the head coach of the Comets, along with Katie Mead and Janisha Garden. We'll send it back for the national anthem, and then we'll have Comet Volleyball, the Comets and the Waverly-Shell Go Hawks next on your home for the Comets. Fab Oldies, 1580 and 103.3 KCHA. Just a few more moments of our Mills Incorporated Comet Volleyball pregame show here on KCHA. Glad you're along for the ride tonight on this Tuesday night. We're ready for Comet Volleyball. Melanie Van Zulen, good Tuesday evening.
Hi, Coach.
How was your, well, we'll talk about that here in a moment. Let's get started with Comet Volleyball. We're underway. Thanks to Mills Incorporated for sponsoring our pregame show tonight and every night. And right away on the first swing by Addie Ellis, we have a net violation on Waverly-Shell. It's 1-0 Charles City. Boy, Addie was way up for that jump.
Yeah, she had great timing in that first hit. That'll bode well for her momentum-wise. She'll be up swinging next time she's in the front row.
Addie Vance putting it in play. Here's a back set and a swing and a block by Charles City. Waverly-Shell tips it over. It's dug by Ruziska. Rimrod swinging from the left. Dug by Waverly. They put a free ball over to Vance. Out to Rimrod, and Maya scores off the block. Charles City doing a great job defensively. Maya Rimrod scores, and it's 2-0 Comets.
Comets are going to have to keep that block up in the front row and get touches on the ball and slow down the speed of the game a little bit on their side.
Vance serves. Another good serve. A swing by Waverly-Shell and a score off the block. That is Lizzie Frizzell. She had such a good freshman season for Waverly-Shell, and it's 2-1 Charles City early on in this one. Frizzell now back to serve, and it's an ace. An ace for Frizzell, and we're tied at 2. Wow, Mel, that ball just dropped.
Yep, it did. It just sunk after it broke the plane of the net, just straight down. Not a lot of time to move after that came over the net.
2-2 your score. Vance, a good pass, back set to Van Horn. She tips, dug by Waverly-Shell. They put a free ball over, taken by Vance. A swing by Rimrod is into the net. And Waverly-Shell has scored 3 in a row, and they lead 3-2.
Eric, last time we were broadcasting the playoff game.
Yeah, last year.
We'll have to talk about that, how close that match was back and forth. What a game. What a whole match that was.
Ruziska, a dive to keep the ball in play, but the Comets can't return it. And another ace for Frizzell, her second. Waverly-Shell has scored 4 in a row, Mel, and they lead 4-2.
They're doing a good job of spot serving, picking different spots to go. She's not hitting the ball at the same spot every single time.
And there's another ace. 5-2 Waverly-Shell. She's such a weapon. Her dad, the head volleyball coach at Wartburg College. And it's 5-2 Waverly-Shell. Here is Ruziska setting up Rimrod, who swings. It's dug nicely by Meyer Lillibridge. Now a swing and a score from the left by Kennedy Wykers, the 5'10 senior, and it's 6-2 Waverly-Shell. They've scored 6 in a row.
Comets have adjusted their serve receive and actually are hiding their Anya Ruziska in the back, which they don't typically do, but they moved it around a little bit to maybe throw her off back there.
Here's Vance with a good pass. Parrott sets up Rimrod, and we're going to have a double hit called on Sophia Parrott. And it's 7-2 Waverly-Shell early in this one.
That doesn't happen a lot either where Sophia Parrott gets a call like that, but they're calling that tonight, which is good, as they should.
Rimrod puts a free ball over. Another good serve by Frizzell. A swing from the middle is into the net by Waverly-Shell Kylie Ryder. And it's a point Charles City. The 7-0 run is over. It's 7-3 Waverly-Shell.
And that 1-2 punch with Addie Vance and now Molitor on the serve, aggressive serve. Hope we can get a few points back here.
Had a good talk with Brooklyn before the game. She was excited, as always, to play. Here's the serve by Molitor. A nice pass by Waverly-Shell. A swing from the middle and a score by Ryder. Kylie Ryder with her first kill, and it's 8-3 Waverly-Shell.
Even though the setter on that one had to pass the ball to her hitter, they still were aggressive, even though they were a little bit off the net. So good swings.
Here's Delilah Kroyman swinging. A play at the net, tipped over by Parrott. Waverly-Shell tips one over, and it's dug by Maya Stevenson. Parrott out to Rimrod, and Maya scores from the left. Maya Rimrod with a fine swing. That's her second kill, and it's 8-4 Waverly-Shell Rock.
Maya Rimrod does a good job of changing up her attacks. She's hitting cross court, she's hitting down the line, she's hitting a sharp angle, and so that keeps the defense guessing.
Parrott serving. Frizzell puts it over from the back row. It's dug by Vance. They send it out to Rimrod again, and Maya scores once more. Maya Rimrod from the left. She's got 3 kills, and the Comets are within 3 at 8-5.
She hit that shot straight down the line again. That seems to be open. I'm guessing they're going to start covering that now, but Maya's a smart player. She might change it up next time.
Here's an ace by Charles City's Sophia Parrott. First ace for the Comets. Charles City has scored 3 in a row, and it's 8-6. Now Parrott again. She earned her 1,000th career assist in that tournament this weekend down in Waterloo, and now a ball on the serve into the net. Point Waverly-Shell Rock, and it's 9-6 Waverly.
Boy, it feels like not too long ago I was making a sign that said 500 assists.
You're
It
right.
really wasn't that long. That was last year towards middle to end of the season. I mean, really, that speaks volumes to her.
Parrott setting up a swing from the left, and it's into the net. That middle set was just a little bit mistimed, and Evelyn Mayhew couldn't quite get to it. It's a point Waverly-Shell Rock.
I would say 1,000 assists might be comparable to 1,000 points, even though it's 1 assist at a time instead of 2 to 3 points in basketball. So
Here's a swing and a score by Maya Rimrod from the right that time. Maya with her 4th kill. Charles City trailing 10-7. Yeah, I was talking during the pregame show, Mel, assists are great, but they only happen because somebody's putting the ball down.
right, it's not the number of sets she's
Right.
had. It's when somebody gets a kill off one of her, and that's another thing that may be even a little bit harder than 1,000 points in basketball, you know.
Here's Waverly-Shell Rock swinging from the middle and scoring. Adeline Tucky, a 5'10 middle hitter, a sophomore, gets on the board. Her first kill, 11-7 Waverly-Shell Rock. They utilize that middle set very well.
Yep, both their middles are aggressive swingers. And so, again, up on the block and getting touches and slowing the ball down a little bit will help our defense.
Here's the serve, and it's going to be another ace. Waverly-Shell Rock unofficially with 4 aces. This is Danya Westendorf, 5'3 junior. 12-7 Waverly-Shell Rock. Rosiska, the good pass. Parrott setting up Ellis from the left, and a great dig by Waverly-Shell Rock, but it hits the rafters and comes down on the Waverly-Shell Rock side. It'll be a point for the Comets. Addie Ellis, Mel, another fine swing.
That was a great, and I think that she hits those sets a little bit off the net better. Maybe that timing is better for her, and she's really putting the ball down hard, and she can jump, so it's fun to watch her on the attack.
Here's Rosiska serving. Comets trailing by 4. A back set and a dig by Rimrod, but again off the rafters. And this will be a point for Waverly-Shell Rock. Adeline Tucky, the kill from the right, and it's 13-8 Waverly-Shell Rock.
That last serve receive, Comets had 2 passers on serve receive. You don't see that very often. 2 excellent passers, but 2 passers nonetheless. And now we're back to 3 great passers in the back row for Charles City.
Avery Corcoran serving. Charles City puts a free ball over by Stevenson. Now they set up a swing from their left, and it's good. Right on the line there by Hannah Hallback, a 5'11 senior. Her first kill. Waverly-Shell Rock looking impressive early on. It's 14-8. Go Hawks.
Yeah, they have a high-powered offense. Everybody's swinging hard on that third ball from any position in the front row.
Rosiska, the perfect pass. The Comets set up Ellis, and Addie scores off the block. Addie Ellis with her 2nd kill, and Mel, that makes it 14-9 Waverly-Shell Rock.
Every swing that she's had so far has been great timing.
Yeah.
And we need her offense in the front row when she's there putting the ball down like that.
Maya Stevenson serving. Here's a swing from the left, and it's dug, and it's a score by Waverly-Shell Rock. Comets tried to get that one to keep it in play, but Hannah Hallback gets the kill, and it's 15-9 Waverly-Shell Rock.
and they did a great job in serve receive. It was a tough serve. The setter again passed the ball for Waverly, and she still put the ball down. I mean, they're really, really aggressive hitters in the front row for Waverly.
Good pass from Stevenson to Parrott. Van Horn swings and scores from the middle. Jaden Van Horn's first kill. 15-10, Waverly-Shell rock the lead. All right, you like when you can see that middle hitter get a swing in.
Yeah, that's so nice. We're already around the serve rotation one time, 6 servers. This is 7th, and we're at 10 points. So you know these points are back and forth, back and forth.
Addie Vance gets an ace. Boy, I think the Comets were a bit fortunate there because that ball likely would have carried out, but it was contacted by Waverly-Shell rock, and the Comets trailed by 4.
I always say, it looked like you had a friend back there that played that for you. Look at, yeah.
Another good serve by Vance. Waverly just puts a free ball over. Vance the pass. Parrott sending it out to Rimrod, and Maya scores from the left. Maya Rimrod with her 5th kill. Charles City has scored 3 in a row, and they have cut the deficit in half. It's now 15-12 Waverly-Shell rock.
Maya Rimrod down the line again. They haven't made any adjustments, so she will keep going down the line until they cover that.
Vance serving, and this one's long. Point Waverly-Shell rock, and the Go-Hawks lead by 4, 16-12.
It's always serving is so important anyway, but in a tight match like this, boy, the margin for error on the serve is really. Well, there we go.
Frizzell gives the Comets a point back by hitting that one into the net. And it's 16-13 Waverly-Shell rock leading our Comets here in set number 1. Best 3 out of 5. For sure, we're playing to 25 in the first 4 games. Then if there is a 5th set, we'll go to 15. And here's Molitor serving, and it's just wide on this near side. 3 service errors in a row between the two teams, and it's 17-13 Waverly-Shell rock.
Like I've talked about that 1-2 punch with those two girls back to back. They're just really, really, their serves are so important. They're so aggressive, and so it's a bummer when we don't get to see them serve more than one in that rotation.
Delilah Kroyman puts it in play. Rimrod tipping, blocked. The Comets put it over, and then a swing by Waverly-Shell rock is dug nicely by Vance, and Rimrod scores. Maya Rimrod with a double hit on Waverly-Shell rock. I tell you what, Addie Vance with a marvelous dig in the back row, Mel.
There was some great defense there. That was so fun to see. And again, they're calling it like they should,
yes,
with ball handling errors, and so that was the right call.
Sophia Parrott with the Comets trailing by 3. Puts it in play. Here's a swing from the right. Dug by Rosiska. We've got a net violation called on Charles City. Point Waverly-Shell rock, and it's now 18-14 Waverly-Shell rock.
Yeah, Maya Rimrod's hands were just in the net a little bit, or on the top of the net, or whatever it might be for that one, as on her aggressively trying to block the ball.
Sydney Bieneman, the 5'9 setter, senior setter, puts it in play. Rimrod, the pass, a back set to Maya. She flips it over, and it's out. Point Waverly-Shell rock at a time where you did not need the Go-Hawks to score 2 in a row. They've just done that, and they lead by 5, 19-14. Bieneman again, and a great serve. Just floating it over the net and down. It's an ace for Bieneman. That's their 5th ace now, unofficially. Yep. They've been very good from the service line.
Somebody has given them, one of the coaches over there is giving them numbers and zones to serve to, and so we have video on this, so I could explain that a little bit. So that little serve that she just served right there was in zone 3, which is right over the middle of the middle of the net in the front, and so that's a really hard serve to pick up, and it's a real hard serve to make over the net like that too.
Sure.
So there are 6 serve zones on the court, and so they're giving them numbers. We've talked about that's a big part of the offense, and if your kids can do that, if they're zone servers and they can serve where you're telling them to, they kind of pick apart the defense on the other side. So, and
that probably is not an easy zone to hit it into from the service line, because you risk hitting it into the net.
Yes, the zones in the front are 2, 3, and 4 as they move across the net, and so any of those zones are really hard to hit to, and hard to defend too, if you can get them there. So it seems like you have a lot of time to move because they float a little bit in the air a little more, but it's like, it looks like it's going to hit the net. I don't know, and here we go again.
There's another floater taken by Rimrod. They set up Stevenson, and Maya scores off the block. Maya Stevenson with her first kill from the left. 20-15, Waverly-Shell the 5-point lead. Time to go if you're Charles City. 20-15 your score. Rimrod to serve, puts it in play. A swing, and we've got a net violation on Charles City. Boy, a lot of unforced errors on the Comets here, Mel.
Yep.
Several net violations, a bunch of service errors. And Westendorf to serve, the 5'3" junior who's already got an ace in tonight's match. Waverly-Shell leading 21-15. Brzezinski the pass. A back row swing by Rimrod is good. Maya Rimrod already, Mel, with 7 kills, and it's 21-16 Waverly-Shell.
I'm not sure what they're pointing at or what's going on, but I don't know if there was a miscommunication. That one was definitely in, and I'm not sure what happened there. But Waverly senior setters in the back row, so they have 3 hitters on the attack, so she has 3 options there. So that's also something the Comets need to remember, and they talk about that out there. So let's see what they must not have their headsets on tonight.
Yeah, the two
talking back and forth.
The 2 officials talking, and I don't. They must just be checking on something. Like you say, we've seen some pairs of officials wearing headsets to communicate with each other. No headsets tonight. The Comets will serve. It's 21-16. Waverly-Shell leading by 5.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they were chatting about down there.
Brzezinski puts it in play. Bieneman, a back set and a swing, and a score off the block. That's Lizzie Frizzell with her I beg your pardon, that's Adeline Tucky with the kill. Her third. And it's 22-16 Waverly-Shell. Comets need a run. Let's see if they can get it right here. The serve put in play. Rimrod, the perfect pass. Van Horn swings and scores from the middle. Oh, best swing of the night by a Comet middle hitter, maybe by a hitter overall. That's Jaden's second kill, and the Comets are back within 5.
And they can do that because Maya Rimrod had a perfect pass to Sophia Parrott, so they're able to run that quick offense like that.
Maya Stevenson serving. Bieneman sends it out, and a tip taken by Charles City. Parrott out to Ellis. Addie scores off the block. Addie Ellis, kill number 3. The Comets are within 4. It's now or never. You trail 22-18.
Now is a great time to push, especially this deep into the match. So hopefully Comets can push points right here. Stevenson
again into the net. Point Waverly-Shell. It's 23-18. How many service errors would you say?
I was just going to think that. I was just going to ask you that. I'm thinking around 5.
Yeah.
And if you look at the score, it's a 5-point difference, and that's not the only mistakes made in the game, but it's really important in a tight match like this.
Ellis tipping from the left, dug by Meyer Lillibridge. A block by the Comets, taken by Waverly-Shell. Frizzell tipping. A dig by Rimrod. Ellis swinging from the left. Dug back by the back rows Westendorf. They swing from the left and score. That's Lizzie Frizzell with kill number 2. And Waverly-Shell has game point 24-18.
They're really hitting the back. I mean, they're a foot from the back line. They're hitting. That's a really tough spot to hit, and that's multiple times they've sent a ball back there.
Brzezinski the pass. Van Horn the tip, and she scores. Jaden Van Horn with kill number 3. Charles City's going to need to score 5 in a row to keep this one going. If there's anybody who can do that, it's Addie Vance. We'll see if she can. It's 24-19 Waverly-Shell. Here's Vance. A good serve. Waverly-Shell manages to put a free ball over somehow. Van Horn swings and scores from the middle. That's the 4th kill for Jaden Van Horn. Comets use that free ball very nicely. 24-20 Waverly-Shell Rock. Vance again, serving, and it's long. And Waverly-Shell Rock wins set number 1 by the score of 25-20. So what we'll do is we'll take a timeout, and then Mel and I will come back, and we'll talk about set number 1, and we'll prepare you for set number 2. Waverly-Shell Rock wins the first set, 25-20. Back in a flash on your home for the Comets. Fab Oldies 1580 and 103.3 KCHA.
Everyone deserves to feel good inside, and the experts at Mills Inc. know how to make you feel good inside your home with indoor comfort systems that are inside your budget. You can get a new Lennox furnace that will keep your comfort up and your utility bills down. Mills Inc. employs an experienced, professional staff to provide you with exemplary home comfort services. Call Mills Inc. at 641-228-2545. Go Comets!
I'm Jackie Perkins. There's a She-Face Hardware right in your neighborhood with expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock with the people who know their stuff. Welcome to your convenience store. She-Face Hardware is open 7 days a week in Charles City and New Hampton.
With Melanie Van Zulen, Eric Hofer returning you to Comet Gym. Waverly-Shell Rock wins set number 1, 25-20. Mel, Waverly-Shell Rock ran off 7 in a row to go up 7-2. And Charles City really, they got within 3 a couple of times, somewhat early. But Waverly-Shell Rock pretty impressive in set number 1.
Yeah, they had a lot of aces from the service line to us, and we had I want to say 6 serving errors.
Yeah.
That's my best guess there. And then with their 7 aces? How many aces did they have?
They had 5.
5. Okay, so I mean, you're looking at over half our points that we had were their aces and our errors. You know, so yeah, it's hard to get down by more than 5 late in the game and then to come back, especially in a tight match like this. Waverly has great aggressive hitters, and boy, our hitters have been doing an awesome job too.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of hitting errors. It's just getting the ball to our hitters who are real aggressive tonight, which is awesome. Everybody's swinging well, and Sophia Parrott's getting them the ball, and just a few mishaps in the service error, and it's not all Charles City. They're serving great zone serving at us, and so I think we'll make some adjustments here, and I wonder if we won't see some different servers for the Comets second set. Just, hey, you missed a couple in that first one. Let's get someone else try it and see, and that's my guess. We'll see though, Eric.
1-0 Waverly-Shell Rock. Hey, your mother-in-law, I think, is tuning in tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if she's listening quite yet. She'll be back on her way to Grinnell. She came in and watched our son for the football game. My mom is listening in Minnesota, too, so she's listening. So we got moms and mother-in-laws going to be tuning in. We love that. They love listening to the Comets, and get as excited at home as we do here, which is so fun. So that's great. Hi, Mom. And I'll say hi to my mother-in-law when she's on her way back heading south. So thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Oh, the Comets, I thought, had scored
me
there,
too.
but they called that a tip on Charles City. And now Waverly-Shell Rock with a service error, and we're knotted at 1. So a kill for Waverly-Shell Rock. I believe that was Frizzell getting the kill. Then she hits the service error, and we're knotted at 1 here in set number 2. Here's Addie Vance serving. Meyer Lillibridge the dig, a swing from the left, and a score by Kennedy Whitekers. That ball hit off the Comet block and went down, and it's a point Waverly. It's 2-1 Go Hawks. Now Delilah Croyman, the libero for Waverly-Shell Rock, 5'6" junior, putting it in play. A missed pass, and Van Horn puts a free ball over. It's dug by Waverly-Shell Rock. A back set, and Waverly has to flip it over. Now Van Horn swings, blocked by Waverly. Back to Charles City's side. Rimrod swings from the left and scores. Maya Rimrod with kill number 8, and the game is tied at 2.
A lot of good offense on both sides of the net, so that's been fun to watch. High-powered offense here. Comets really need to work, keep the serve for more than one serve here, so we can get some momentum on our side.
Brooklyn Molitor in to put it in play for the Comets. Brooklyn's serve is a good one. Biederman, a back set, a swing, and a score from the right by Kennedy Wykers. A really powerful swing by the 5'10 senior. Her third kill, and it's 3-2 Waverly-Shell Rock.
Yep, nice pass set and hit on the other side of the net as well.
Now Sydney Biederman serving for Waverly. 3-2 go Hawks. They lead 1-0. Vance an overpass, but the Comets take it. Parrott swings, can't put it down. Biederman sets up a middle swing and a score. That is Adeline Tuckey with her fourth kill. And Waverly-Shell Rock scores 2 in a row. They lead 4-2.
Sophia Parrott does a good job in the front row battling up against however tall they are on the other side. She doesn't care. She jumps up in battles. It's fun to see her do that.
Rosiska, perfect pass. They set up Mayhew, and Evelyn hits it into the net for a point. Waverly-Shell Rock. 5-2 Waverly.
Okay, big side out here for the Comets, so the gap isn't any more than 3 points.
Good pass. Tip by Mayhew, dug in the back row by Waverly. A quick middle set and a score. That is Tuckey again. The sophomore with 5 kills. Waverly-Shell Rock really taking it to the Comets right now. It's 6-2 go Hawks.
Sometimes a tip like that is just like a free ball, and so they were able to run a quick set on that. So being aggressive on that third ball regardless is so important. Ooh, that was a lift.
That's going to be a lift on Waverly-Shell Rock. We'll give Sophia Parrott the kill, her first. That was really a smart play by Sophia to just tip it over.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's so good at that. Now she's in the back row, so she can't be doing any of that legally, so she'll stay on her feet now.
Here's Parrott serving, and it's wide. Very unusual to see the Comets struggling from the service line like they are right now.
Yes, and that's in volleyball's game of momentums, and so that's tough.
Here's the serve by Waverly-Shell Rock. Vance, a good pass. Parrott, a back set to Rimrod, who tips, and it's dug by Waverly. It's a free ball over. Mayhew swings from the middle, dug by Waverly. A back set and a swing, dug by Rosiska. What a job by Anya. Now Rimrod swings and scores from the left. Oh, Anya Rosiska, what a dig, Mel.
That was so great. Maya Stevenson had a great run through on the right side, too. Just popped it up like it was an easy thing to do, too. So she had a great defensive play, too. We had a lot of great defensive plays. That was a hard hit that Anya Rosiska popped up as well.
Rimrod to serve. Here's a set and a swing, dug by Rosiska, but it's going to be out. Anya hit it out. A swing and a score by Lizzie Frizzell. That's her fourth kill. And Waverly-Shell Rock leads 8-4.
I've just noticed that Waverly-Shell Rock's passers are getting the setter of the ball. She doesn't have to move too much. They're really getting her the ball. They're doing a good job.
Ellis swings from the left. And, oh, what a dig by Waverly. They just tip it, and it's into the net for a score, Charles City. Addie Ellis put a good swing on that. Waverly-Shell Rock couldn't return it. Point Comets, and it's 8-5 Waverly.
They're having trouble defending Addie Ellis and her left-handed swing. The timing on the block, they're not getting a lot of touches, and then even the defense is struggling with how to play her.
Another service error, a ball into the net, and it's 9-5 Waverly-Shell Rock.
Is that 3 service errors, Eric?
Yeah, probably in this game,
Yeah. Yep.
It's like one of those basketball games
know,
where you miss 7 out of 10 free throws. You don't know where it comes from, and hopefully you can solve it before the game ends. That's Van Horn tipping. It's dug by Waverly. Now a tip by Frizzell is dug by Parrott. A set for Rimrod in the back row is dug by Waverly. A middle swing and a block by Charles City back to Waverly. They send it out to the left, and it's off the net, dug by Stevenson. Here's Ellis swinging, scoring off the block, or off the net, actually. Addie Ellis with her fourth kill. 9-6 Waverly-Shell Rock.
She's doing a great job of keeping her arm extended when she hits so she can get on top of the ball instead of swinging through the ball. So that's fun to see her swing away like that.
Stevenson serving. It's an ace. Oh, I thought that one was going to hit the net too, Mel.
Same.
But perfect ace for Stevenson, and it's 9-7.
I don't think anyone on their side moved either because they thought it was going to hit the net. It was one of those.
Right. Stevenson again. It's dug by Kroyman. A back set to Frizzell. She scores from the right. Lizzie Frizzell, 5 kills. Waverly-Shell back up by 3.
Frizzell's doing a great job. Any position she's hitting the front row she's so accurate and powerful with her swing.
She was a freshman last year. That defeat by Waverly-Shell of our Comets in the first round of the playoffs. Here's Van Horn swinging from the right, dug by Waverly-Shell. They pop a free ball over. Rimrod, they set up Ellis, and Addie is blocked. Oh my, that was Sydney Bieneman with the block. Wow, that was an impressive block because it was a good swing by Ellis.
Yeah, it was. That's the first time she's been blocked tonight. I hope she keeps swinging away, though.
11-7, Waverly-Shell. Rimrod, the pass, out to Ellis again, and this time Addie hits it into the net. 2 in a row for Waverly-Shell, and they're back up by 5. That's been a constant theme. The lead has been about that big all night. 12-7 your score. Here's Rimrod, the dig, setting up Ellis. She tips, dug by the Go Hawks. A joust at the net, and we've got a net violation on Charles City. Another point for Waverly, and they lead 13-7. Timeout, Comets. Let's take it with them. Set number 2, Waverly-Shell leads 1-0, and they lead 13-7 here in set number 2. Come on back for more exciting Comet volleyball after this message on your home for the Comets. Fab Oldies 1580 and 103.3 KCHA.
Do you need life insurance? No matter what your life stage or expenses, having life insurance is in place to protect your family is a smart move. Don't spend time wondering. Contact me, Farm Bureau Agent Jay Young in Charles City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Time to think about the coming cold weather with a home equity loan from First Citizens. Get that new furnace or needed home improvement done now using the equity you have in your home. Call us at 800-423-1602 to get started or visit myfcb.bank.
Equal housing lender.
At Fidelity Bank and Trust, we're proud to be part of this close-knit community with hometown pride. You'll see us on the sidelines, at the grocery store, and the local restaurant down the street. We're not just your bankers, we're your friends and neighbors. Good luck from all your friends at Fidelity Bank and Trust, your hometown bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The butterflies in your stomach turn into drive. The anticipation is over. It's finally time to play. Quality Auto Service wish you another great sports season. Good luck, Comets. Have fun and be safe this year.
Back in Comet Gym, a block by Van Horn. Back to Waverly-Shell. They swing. Oh, that did make it over the net, but no call. Back to Waverly, and they hit it out. Point Charles City. Well, that was fortunate, Mel, because it looked like Waverly-Shell might score again.
I know, that was good side out for the Comets.
Yeah. 13-8, Waverly, the 5-point lead. Here's Addie Vance serving. Dug by Kroyman. Bieneman sets up a back row swing by Frizzell. It's dug by Stevenson. Rimrod swings and scores. And again, right down the line, Mel.
I am actually surprised that they haven't made an adjustment on that. But hey, good on Maya for still seeing that's open, and the coach is telling her that to keep going down the line. I mean, why not if it's still there? And she does a great job of turning her shoulders to the line and swinging away.
13-9, Waverly-Shell. Now a swing and a score from the left by Waverly's Kennedy Whitekers.
That is so hard to teach kids. The farther the ball goes outside, the more your block needs to move inside the court, because the only where she could have hit that ball was cross court because of how far it was outside of the pin. But to move your block over, not follow the ball. It's hard not to do that.
Kroyman the serve, and it's out. Service error on Waverly-Shell, and it makes it 14-10. Charles City back within 4. Evelyn Mayhew returns. Emerson Boland into the game for Charles City. All right, Emerson. Comets trail by 4. Kroyman the dig. Bieneman sets up a swing by Whitekers, blocked by the Comets. Was that ball into the net? I'm not sure. Either way, Waverly-Shell puts a free ball over. Vance, Parrott, rimrod, dug by Waverly-Shell. Now a swing from their left by Wykers is dug by Rimrod. Maya swinging off the block, dug by Waverly-Shell. A middle swing from the middle is good for Waverly-Shell's Adeline Tuckey. She's got 6 kills. Ooh, the Comets had a couple of chances there, Mel.
Yeah, there was a lot of great, quick offensive things back and forth and great defense on both sides and high-powered swings as well.
Sydney Bieneman serving. Rimrod, the perfect pass. Gets it back and scores off the block. Maya Rimrod with 11 kills. 15-11 Waverly-Shell. All right, let's see if the Comets can keep things going with Avery Lowe getting into the game for the first time.
And she's on the right side, and I'm wondering if they want a bigger block, a taller block on the right side, and she'll offer that, so hopefully she can get her hands on a few.
Here's a tip and a score by Kennedy Wykers just over the block on our left side, their right side. Wykers with her 5th kill, and the 5-point lead is regained by Waverly-Shell. 16-11 the score. Oh, and now an ace. Some miscommunication on the left side of the Comet defense. And an ace for Waverly-Shell's Dana Westendorf. 17-11, go Hawks. Vance the pass. Here's a back set to Rimrod. Maya is dug nicely in the back row. Kryman, and a ball into the net hit by Waverly-Shell. Point Charles City, and the Comets are within 5 at 17-12. Maya Rimrod to serve. Addie Ellis back into the game. Here's an overpass at the net taken by Parrott. Rosiska sets up Ellis, and Addie hits it into the net for a point Waverly-Shell, and it's back to a 6-point lead for Waverly.
Waverly's senior setter was very disciplined on that one because she knew she couldn't jump, and she just ran to the net and stood with like a Statue of Liberty to get that ball. She did a nice job of staying on her feet and not having a back row attack.
An overpass by the Comets and a score by Waverly-Shell. Waverly-Shell pounces on that overpass. That was Hannah Hallbach with her 3rd kill, and Waverly leads by 7 here in set 2, and they lead already 1-0. The serve again, dug by Rimrod. Rosiska, a bump set to Ellis, and Addie hits it wide. Point Waverly-Shell, and the lead is 8. Timeout Charles City. We're going to keep it here, Comet fans. Set number 2, Waverly-Shell leading 1-0, and they lead by 8 here in set number 2. We want to thank our line judges tonight, Kendra Binger and Cassie Michael. They're here for most of the home matches, and as always, they do a terrific job. We're grateful for line judges. You know, a lot of times in Saturday tournaments, the players from the teams that are sitting out a game, they do the line judging.
Yep. And they're used to doing that in club volleyball or AAU, JO, whatever you want to call it. They're used to doing that, and that's the part, like, a good way to learn the game and watch the game and be attentive. And so they're doing that when they're not playing. And so that's good. Even at the middle school level, we're having kids line judge and learn, too.
Right.
That's a good learning. But it's really important when you're in a varsity match to have people who are watching the ball, watching the touches. And we've had great line judges here at home every match.
Kendra and Cassie tonight, but you're right, no matter who is out there, they've done just a terrific job. All right, here's the serve by Waverly-Shell. They lead by 8. Ellis swings from the left, dug by the middle back row. That is Westendorf. A swing and a ball into the net by Waverly-Shell at a point Charles City. 20-13 Waverly-Shell, the lead. Comets need to get on a roll right here, right now.
That was a great time to push points there. They've made us that 20-point mark, and it's hard to come back. We got to keep the serve here.
Rosiska serving. Bieneman, a bump set and a swing, and it's dug by Rosiska off the rafters, but the Comets stick with it, and Ellis scores from the left. Addie Ellis. Well, you credit Sophia Parrott there because the ball hit the beams and came down on Charles City's side, and she was ready there for a bump set right to Ellis.
Yep, and she had her hands up like she was going to set it, and she saw it hit off the beams, and she said, nope, and then she popped up a great ball for Addie to hit.
Brzezinska the serve. Here's a swing from the right, dug nicely by Rimrod off the tip. Low swings, dug by Waverly-Shell. Here's a swing from the right by Waverly. It's dug nicely by Parrott. Brzezinska sets up Rimrod from the back row. Dug by Kleiman, but it'll be a score for Charles City. That's Maya Rimrod with the kill, her 12th. Comets are back within 5 at 20-15.
Front row or back row, Maya Rimrod can get a kill either spot. She's got a great back row attack. I like that they utilize that when they're kind of out of system a little bit.
Brzezinska the serve, and it's into the net for a point. Waverly-Shell 21-15. Go Hawks. Now Dawn Meyer-Lillibridge to serve. Waverly-Shell 4 points away. Comets need a side out. The serve. And it's an ace. Oh, what a bullet by Meyer-Lillibridge. That's her first ace. 7 unofficially for Waverly-Shell tonight to just 3 for Charles City, and it's 22-15. Go Hawks. Meyer-Lillibridge again. Dug nicely by Rimrod. A tip by Van Horn, and it's blocked by Waverly-Shell. Back to Charles City, and then the Comets hit it into the net for a point. Waverly-Shell. 23-15 Waverly. Meyer-Lillibridge to serve again. And an overpass. And Waverly-Shell going to be called for a lift or a double contact. Either way, the Comets really escaped there on that overpass on the serve.
Yes.
Point Charles City. Well, Mel, you need 9 points, and you need to keep Waverly to 1 or none. Let's see what happens. Stevenson serving. Bieneman sets up a swing from the left, dug nicely by Rimrod. Here's Ellis swinging, blocked by Waverly, back to Charles City. Parrott bumps one over, taken by Waverly. Bieneman, they set up a swing by Frizzell from the left, and she scores. Lizzie Frizzell with kill number 6. Waverly leads by 8, 24-16, and it's set point. Go Hawks. Frizzell puts it in play.
Oof.
A diving dig by Brzezinska, and it's out. That'll be an ace for Waverly-Shell. Frizzell's 4th, and Waverly-Shell goes up 2-0. They win set number 2 by 9, 25-16.
And she was back at the serve line before and doing the same thing, that little dribbler over the net, and then those zones 2, 3, and 4, which is so hard to defend. Even just if you're trying to run through it like they were doing, it's really a tough serve to defend. It's not like a hard bullet serve. It's that soft serve right over the front of the net. And
neither of them is real fun to try to return, are they?
No. One, you have to move a whole lot more. The other one, you have to absorb a little bit more.
Sure.
So yeah, that's a big part of their offense. And I tell you what, credit to Waverly too. Their passes are great to their center, and all of their hitters are ready and aggressive on all their swings. And Comet hitters as well. We've had a lot of kills on the Comet side too. We didn't say Jaden Van Horn's name a lot in that second set though. We didn't get in the middle or didn't have an opportunity to do that. What you need to do is she's only in for 3 rotations, and just to get her the ball, a little bit more, especially when she's such a powerful weapon, running quick in the middle.
Let's take a timeout. Waverly-Shell leads 2-0. We'll come back and get you ready for set number 3 after these messages. Back in a minute on your home for the Comets. Fab Oldies 1580 and 103.3 KCHA. Mel and Eric back with you here on KCHA. Waverly-Shell has won the first 2 sets here tonight. So now the Comets, well, you need to win 3 in a row if you're going to take the victory here tonight. Charles City had won 9 out of their last 10 matches. Let's see if they can rally here and win set number 3 and just get some momentum going back on your side. It's the old adage, you take one at a time. Let's get set number 3.
I think if they just, eliminating some service errors and keeping the serve, taking that out of the game and replacing it with, not missing serves, I think that makes it for a little bit closer. And it is going to be a close match regardless, but just with those service errors that they really, Waverly tonight just has taken advantage and push points when we've given up the serve.
How'd your 8th grade team do tonight, Coach Van Zulen?
Oh, great question. We hosted Crestwood tonight in the high school gym, and all teams won.
All right.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Yes.
Busy and fun, and so 3 games and 3 teams, and 3 matches, 3 teams. It's like, woo! All right, team 1. All right, good, nice job. Next group, here we go. All right, next group. It's so they're doing awesome and learning and playing together. And our focus tonight, especially with the team 1, was that third ball that we send over. If it's a free ball, it has to be aggressive. That was our goal for tonight. Not just a lollipop over, a rainbow over. We want to be aggressive, even if it's a pass to get them out of their offense. And so we really worked on that. So
and they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, they did awesome.
Yeah.
Proud of the girls.
Waverly-Shell serves. We're underway here in set number 3, and the Comets put a free ball over instantly. Bieneman, a middle set, and it's done nicely by the Comets. Parrott pushes a free ball over, dug by Kroyman. Frizzell, a bump set and a swing, and it's way long for a point Charles City. And the Comets are on the board first here in set number 3. Want to thank Chris McCulley and Dylan Duryea back at our KCHA AM and FM studios, spinning the dials for us tonight. Gentlemen, thank you. You can check this game out tonight, too, on the video stream at kchanews.com. Here's Rosiska just putting a free ball over. Nicely done there by Anya, but then a tip and a score by Kylie Ryder. Her second kill for the senior, and we're tied at 1. kchanews.com. Click on sports and then teams we cover and Charles City Comets, and you'll see the video stream here tonight. There's Jaden Van Horn swinging and scoring. There it was, Mel, right there.
Yes, it's nice to say her name early and get her going. And just as we say that, she checks out. Okay, so she'll be back in 3 rotations. So there's she has 3 rotations in the front row, and then out for 3 rotations in the back row, and then back in for 3. So
Evelyn Mayhew in. Let's see if the Comets can get her going. Emerson Boland serving. Bieneman sets it to the left, and it's into the net by Waverly-Shell. Vikers point Charles City, and it's 3-1 Comets. This is the biggest lead that I think Charles City led 2-0 in set number 1. Here's a good serve by Boland. Waverly puts a free ball over. Vance, Parrott, Rimrod scoring from the left. Maya Rimrod with her 13th kill, and the Comets have scored 3 in a row. They lead 4-1. Here's Boland again. Another good serve by the Comets. A swing and a dig by Boland. Rimrod dipping into the net, blocked by Waverly. Here's a play at the net, and Evelyn Mayhew scores. Evelyn Mayhew gets her first kill, and Mel, it's 5-1 Comets.
that's a momentum swing, big to keep it back on our side there. Good on Evelyn.
Boland again, another good serve. Waverly-Shell swinging from the left, and it's blocked by Mayhew. Point Comets. Mayhew with the block. Charles City has scored 5 in a row.
Here we go, keeping the serve. This is important. Emerson Boland's doing a good job from the serve line back there.
Another good serve by Emerson. Bieneman, a back set, and a dig by Boland, and it's going to be in on the Waverly-Shell side. Waverly picks it up, tips, dug by Rimrod. Parrott back out to Maya. She scores off the block. 6 in a row for Charles City. You can feel the momentum swinging. Timeout, Waverly-Shell Rock will keep it here. 14 kills for Maya Rimrod, and just like that, the Comets have run off 7 of the game's first 8 points here in set number 3, and they lead 7-1.
Just like that, and the Comets keeping the momentum on their side. Emerson Boland's doing a great job from the serve line, and she's playing great defense as well. And great swings in the front row from the Comets. I noticed that the hitters for Waverly are just, their timing isn't quite there yet, or they're not being as aggressive, whether that be we're throwing a ball over to that's slowing them down or what it might be, but momentum's on our side.
And Boland, Emerson, she doesn't have that bullet serve that you talked about. It's more of a floater, and it's not easy to hit.
No.
So here's Emerson Boland. It continues serving. It's 7-1 Charles City, and Boland puts it in play, and this one's wide. Point Waverly-Shell Rock, and it's 7-2. Now Delilah Kroyman to serve. She's the libero for Waverly-Shell Rock. Where's the number 2? Here's a tip at the net, dug by Waverly. They push it over, taken by Stevenson. Parrott out to Rimrod. Maya swings, dug by the back row of Waverly. Now a joust at the net is taken by Stevenson. Parrott sets up Rimrod, who tips, scores! Maya Rimrod with 15 kills, and Mel, you just cannot talk enough about how important that side out is after Waverly-Shell Rock scored.
Right. That just takes the air out of their balloon for now, which is so important and fills us up on our side.
Parrott serving. A back set, a block by the Comets, back to Waverly-Shell Rock, and they put a free ball over, they do. Vance, Parrott, out to Rosiska, she tips it, dug by Waverly-Shell Rock. Here's a swing from their middle and a score. That's Rhett Dahlquist, a 5'8" sophomore middle hitter, her first kill, and it's 8-3 Charles City.
On a block that Evan Mayhew had, I feel like her head was over the net on that one. I mean, she was up and got a big touch on that. That was great to see.
There is a serve by Bieneman, taken by Rosiska, tipped by Mayhew, and she scores. Evelyn Mayhew, there's again that side out instantly right after a Waverly-Shell Rock point. The Comets answer back.
It's kind of what they were doing to us in the first couple sets.
Right.
So now we're doing it back.
Couldn't get any momentum on Charles City's side. Yeah, now Waverly-Shell Rock unable to get some momentum, and the Comet lead is 6 here in set number 3. Rimrod's serve is off the net, taken by the Go Hawks, and they hit it way out.
I was just telling my players tonight, Eric, I said, do you guys ever remember when it hit the net on a serve that wasn't legal and that was a side out? No, they did not. I was like, oh.
We're old.
It was. I promise I'm not making this up. You know, they're like, what?
Yeah, that
true.
was a thing. That
was
violation. Here's the tip by Waverly, dug nicely by Avery Lowe. Here's a swing by Ellis, dug nicely by the back row of Waverly. They tip at the net. It's taken by Parrott. Rosiska sets up Ellis, swinging. Oh, what a dig by the back row. That's Frizzell again, all over the place. Rimrod, Parrott, Ellis swings and scores from the left from a standing position off the block. Point Charles City, and it's 11-3 Comets.
She was about 12 feet off the net when she swung at that on her feet, but still the timing of the block it just dribbled off the block, and that was a great kill for Addie.
Her 6th, and the Comet lead is 8. Waverly-Shell Rock forced to put a free ball over. It's dug by Rimrod to Rosiska to Parrott. She puts it over. Well done there by the Comets. A swing and a dig by Rosiska. Mayhew tips and can't put it down. It's out. She had the right idea, Mel.
She did,
just hit
and it was open there too, but it was like not more than a foot out of bounds. Great idea too. She was up on that one.
Point Waverly-Shell Rock. It's 11-4 Charles City. Westendorf serving. Pass by Rimrod. They send it out to Ellis, and Addie swings. It's dug by Westendorf. Back set and a swing from the right is dug by Rosiska. Parrott sends it to Lowe, who puts one over nicely from a difficult angle. Waverly-Shell can't return it. It's into the net. And a point Comets. And again, that's the third time where Waverly-Shell has had a side out, and the Comets have answered back with a side out of their own.
There's just been some really fun rallies back and forth, you know, and it seems like there should have been 5 points scored, and it's like 1 point.
Right.
There's just been some really great volleyball here.
Brzeziska serving. Here's a swing, and it's out. A swing by Waverly-Shell goes long. Point Charles City. It's a 9-point Comet advantage here in set number 3.
We haven't seen a lot of hitting errors on their side as much as we're seeing now in this set, hitting out of bounds or into the net.
Brzeziska serving. Dug by Waverly. Beat him in a back set, and a swing into the net by Waverly. Well, Mel, you mentioned in between games, fewer service errors. And the Comets only have 1 service error this entire set. And they lead by 10.
It makes a big difference.
Here's Brzeziska again. Pops this one over. Bieneman sends it out to Frizzell. She swings and scores. What a powerful swing by Lizzie Frizzell. She really winds up and lets that volleyball have it. She's got 7 kills, and the Comet lead is back to 9 at 14-5.
She said side out there with that swing. My goodness.
Now Waverly-Shell to serve. Good pass by Brzeziska. Oh, and then a set is taken by no one. Parrott with a good high set, but unfortunately no one there to swing at it.
This is that serve receive we were stuck in New Hampton, too, where we have Sophia Parrott way on the other side of the court, and she needs to sprint across the court to get the ball. It's not ideal.
Parrott sets up Ellis. Addie off the block, and it's going to be off the net, and a point for Waverly-Shell. And the Gohawks suddenly have scored 3 in a row, and they're within 7 at 14-7. Here's the serve again by Waverly. Off the net, and an overpass by Charles City. A swing by Frizzell, dug by Brzeziska. Ellis just flips one over to keep it in play. Middle swing by the Gohawks. Dug by Parrott. Oh my, what a play by Sophia. Stevenson nearly puts it down. Waverly-Shell puts up free ball over. Rimrod, Parrott, Van Horn tipping. And we've got a net violation on Waverly-Shell. Point Charles City.
That was great. I thought Jaden Van Horn was going to put a dent in the floor on the other side, and instead she gives it a little bit of a tip over there, so everyone was back on their heels waiting to try to absorb it, and so that was a great move on her part. And they're trying to block her so hard that they were on the net.
Point Charles City, they lead by 8. Bieneman sets up a swing, and there's a dig by Brzeziska. Parrott pops one over and scores! Sophia Parrott, she just seems to always know when that is the right play.
She's such a smart volleyball player and just such a asset to our offense and defense and just our team. And so seeing her up and doing that, I love seeing her being aggressive in the front row when she's up there.
16-7 Comet. Stevenson another serve. A tip in the middle is dug by Maya Stevenson. Out to Ellis. Addie scores off the block. The Waverly-Shell 3 points in a row were answered now by Charles City's 3 points in a row. Ellis with her 7th kill, and the Comet lead is back to 10. Stevenson once more. Bieneman sends it out to Frizzell. Blocked by Charles City. Back to Waverly-Shell side. They just put a free ball over. Van Horn. Parrott. Van Horn scores!
There we go.
Jaden Van Horn with her 6th kill. The Comet lead is 11 at 18-7. Timeout. Waverly-Shell will take it with them. Charles City trails 2-0, but they lead in set number 3, 18-7. Back in a flash on your home for the Comets. Fab Oldies 1580 and 103.3 KCHA.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life. And learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Hi, this is Laura with State Farm Insurance, Jeremy Rugstead agent. You know what it means to have neighbors you can count on? Like the ones who helped you out when you were sick? Well, we're another neighbor you can count on. Call State Farm Insurance, Jeremy Rugstead today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Mel and Eric returning you to Comet Gym, where the Comets lead by 11, and Maya Stevenson puts it in play, and it's long. Second service error of this set by Charles City gives Waverly-Shell their 8th point. It's 18-8. Charles City the 10-point lead. See if the Comets can get the serve right back. Dawn Meyer Lillibridge, who's got one ace on the night, serving. Nice pass by Rosiska. They set up Ellis, and Addie dug nicely by Kroyman. A tip at the net, dug by Rosiska, and the Comets can't return it. Almost there, but it'll be a point for Waverly-Shell, and they're back within 9 at 18-9.
That was such a great play by Anya Rosiska, just laying all out, running through the ball and popping that one up. What a tough defensive play there.
Anya, another good pass. Parrott sets up Van Horn. It's blocked by Waverly-Shell. Rimrod swings on the back row and puts one over. They set up Frizzell from the left, and she hits it long. Oh, the Comets. Great defense that time by Charles City, because it looked like Waverly-Shell had all the advantage.
Yeah, it did. They only let 1 point go. Comets did, and now side out, and here we are.
19-9, Charles City. Addie Vance ready to put it in play. Comets need to win set 3, set 4, and set 5 if they're going to go home victorious tonight. Bieneman, a swing and a score by Kylie Ryder. Kylie Ryder the score. She's got 3 kills, and it's 19-10, Charles City. Frizzell to serve. Dug nicely by Vance. Great pass by Addie. A swing by Rimrod, and she scores. Mel, you want to talk about what just happened there?
Just they froze that, or Maya switched it up. She didn't go line. She went cross court. I think they're expecting her to go line again. They were sitting there waiting for her, and cross court she goes. Smart offensive play. Yeah,
wide open cross court shot there by Maya. Here's a good serve by Boland, taken by Waverly, and a block by Evelyn Mayhew for a score. Evelyn Mayhew, a huge third set, and the Comet lead is 11.
That's such a big part of the defense, too, is that block, and really gives energy to the front row. So great block for Evelyn Mayhew on that one.
Here's Boland again. Dug by Kroyman. A tip at the net is dug by Boland. Parrott sets up Primrod, and Maya hits it wide on this near side. So she tried for the shot down the line that time.
And it was open, too. It's open there for her. She saw that, but missed it this time.
21-11, Charles City the lead here in set number 3. Kroyman serves, and it's dug by Stevenson. Here's a swing by Rimrod from the left, dug by Waverly. Bieneman sets up a swing and a score by Rhett Dahlquist from the middle. Her second kill, 21-12, Charles City.
I don't know if we were late on the block or didn't have a block up on that one. She had a clean look at the ball there, and she put the ball down hard. That was a great swing.
Kroyman to serve again, left to right. Perfect pass by Rosiska. They set up Rimrod. Maya is dug. A tip from the left is into the net by Waverly-Shell. That'll be 4 hits on the Go Hawks. Point Charles City. The lead is 10. Avery Lowe will return, replacing Maya Stevenson. Good to see Carly Stevenson in the gym. Here's Waverly putting a free ball over. Vance, the pass to Parrott, to Rimrod. Maya is dug by Kreumann. Here's a swing from the left by Weinkers and a block by Avery Lowe. That you talked about it, a bigger block over on that right side for Charles City. It pays dividends.
Yes, it makes a big difference. She stayed at home and didn't move out with the ball, and when the ball was hit, she was on it. She's got great timing up there blocking.
Avery, just a freshman. Here's Sophia Parrott serving with the Comets leading by 11, 23-12. There's a play at the net, and we've got a net violation on Waverly-Shell. And it's set point Charles City. They lead by 12. Sophia Parrott looks to get the set number 3 victory. Here's Parrott. The jump serve. Bieneman. A back set, a swing, a block again by Evelyn Mayhew, and the Comets win 25-12. What a set for Evelyn Mayhew there, Mel.
That was such a great comeback for the Comets, and I think the big difference, like we talked about, was just the serving and keeping the serve and not as many service errors. And then when the Go Hawks got the ball back, then they only maybe scored 1 point or 0 points. And we had the ball back service on our side. It's a big deal. Big momentum shift.
Well, the Comets lost set number 1, 25-20, and they lost set number 2, 25-16. But they come back in great style and win set number 3, 25-12. Let's take a 90-second timeout, and we'll come back for set number 4. Charles City trails Waverly-Shell 2-1. Come on back for more exciting Comet volleyball action after these messages on your home for the Comets. Fab Oldies 1580 and 103.3 KCHA.
Everyone deserves to feel good inside your home with indoor comfort systems that are inside your budget. Call Mills Incorporated 228-2545. They'll keep your comfort up and your utility bills down.
Your Charles City Hy-Vee is proud to support all area athletes. Make sure you're stocked up on all your snacks and beverages as well as the proper hydration for your athletes. Check out all the weekly specials on the app, hi-v.com. Have a safe and healthy season.
The butterflies in your stomach turn into drive. Anticipation is over. It's finally time to play. Quality Auto Service wish you another great sports season. Good luck, Comets. Have fun and be safe this year.
I'm Jackie Perkins. There's a sheet-based hardware right in your neighborhood with expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock with the people who know their stuff. Welcome to your convenience store. Sheet-based hardware is open 7 days a week in Charles City and New Hampton.
Zoetis is proud to support the Comets on KCHA because the world depends on animals. Those who raise and care for them can depend on us. Succeed at Zoetis. Starting wage at $19 an hour with outstanding benefits. Apply at careers.zoetis.com.
Mel and Eric returning you to Comet Gym, where the Comets now trail 2-1. All right, how important, Mel, is the early part here of set number 4? Just to keep that momentum going.
It's so important just to ride on that, and I don't remember who has the serve to start. Do you remember? I don't. But, well, regardless, when we get the serve back, it's so important to keep that serve and limit them on their side. You know, so many great rallies back and forth, great defense, offense, and so I think it'll be another great volleyball match here. I just want to shout out my mother-in-law, Gayla. She's on the way home now, so we're getting you home, Gayla. Thanks for coming again and supporting Jackson. That's so sweet of you to do that, so we really appreciate you taking time out of your day to make the trip.
I had a nice talk with her at the football game, the 7th grade football game that was won over Decorah by Charles City. Had a nice chance to talk with her and with your husband.
Very good, very good. How did the 8th grade football team do tonight? Do you know?
That is a great question. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Middle school cross country ran well up in Wakan tonight.
Great night. Another great, beautiful night out for athletics outside.
We're underway. The Comets serving. Stevenson puts it in play and a free ball by Bieneman. Here's Parrott setting up Van Horn, and she tips and scores. Jaden Van Horn that elevation, she stays elevated so long, Mel.
It's really hard to defend such great hang time. I've noticed that the celebrations and the pep and people step, just the attitude on the Comet side is really positive, and they're really encouraging. It looks great.
Maya Stevenson serving. Here's the back set and a tip dug by Rosiska on a run through. Ellis swings and scores off the block. Addie Ellis with kill number 8, and it's 2-0 Charles City.
I don't think Anya Rosiska's feet ever stop moving. I mean, she's constantly on the go, and is such a great read of everything, and a really solid passer.
Meyer Lillibridge, a good pass and a swing and a dig by Charles City. Here's Ellis popping it over. Taken by Waverly-Shell. A swing from the back row is dug by Rosiska. They play it to Rimrod, swinging from the back row. Dug by Waverly. They put a free ball over. Rimrod the pass. Parrott the set. Ellis the swing. Dug by the back row of Waverly. Now Frizzell swings and scores from the left. That was a great rally, Mel.
That was such a great rally. We do need to talk about the fact that Sophia Parrott just sent during that rally a one-handed set to the outside, which is so difficult to do. And it was a great set for Addie Ellis to hit, but with one hand.
It was right on target, too, wasn't it? Frizzell serving. A good pass from Rimrod. Here's Van Horn swinging. Dug by Waverly on a dive. Now a play at the net. Kept alive by Parrott. Back row attack by Rimrod is wide. Point Waverly-Shell, and we're tied at 2. Well, you can feel the pulse quickening just a little bit. Rimrod the pass. They set it out to Ellis. Addie swings. It's dug, and it's off the rafters for a point, Charles City. Mel, it's 3-2 Comets.
They only had an opportunity to serve one time on the Go Hawks side, and it's back to Charles City, which is really important to keep the momentum and to win this set.
Addie Ellis with 9 kills. Addie Vance serving. It's a good one. Waverly swings 10 feet from the net, and it's dug by Vance. Setting up Rimrod, and Maya scores from the left. Maya Rimrod with kill number 17, and the Comet lead is 2 at 4-2. Oh, she just flies through the air. Vance again. Another good serve. Bieneman, back set, a swing and a dig by Vance. Parrott back to Rimrod, tipping. Dug by Frizzell. Now Frizzell swinging from the back row, dug by Rosiska, the libero. Quick tip by Van Horn is dug by Waverly-Shell. Now a push shot by Parrott. A play at the net, and Waverly scores from the middle. That's Rhett Dahlquist with her 3rd kill. And it's 4-3 Charles City. KCHAnews.com. If you want to watch the video stream and hear the home team call, KCHAnews.com. Then click on Sports, Teams We Cover, Charles City Comets, and you'll see it right there. We'll have the football game free on the video stream as well as on the radio on Friday night. Mayhew, Rimrod swings. It's dug by Waverly-Shell. A back row attack is dug by Stevenson. Parrott to Rimrod. Maya scores off the block for her 18th kill. 5-3 Charles City. What a swing by Rimrod.
And that was like 2 consecutive swings in a row. So she's swinging, transitioning off the net to the 10-foot line, getting back in on a swing. That takes a lot of athleticism and grit and endurance to keep doing that.
Bolin the serve and a tip by the setter Bieneman. That's the first time we've seen her do that. She scores. That was a great play by Sydney Bieneman. Her first kill of the night for Waverly-Shell. It's 5-4 Comets. Now Bieneman to serve. She'll move to the back row, so she won't be able to do that. She puts it in play, and it's dug by Vance. Parrott to Rimrod. Maya scores again off the block from the left. Maya Rimrod, that's 19 kills for the senior. 6-4 Comets.
And again, they had 1 point, or 1 serve, I guess, a side out. Now we have the ball back, and we have Avery Lowe back in the game on the right side to hopefully get her hands up on their big outside hitters.
Parrott serves. A back row swing by Frizzell is dug by Rosiska. A back set too low, and Avery scores from the right. Avery Lowe with her first kill. 7-4 Charles City. I love that back set there by Sophia Parrott.
That was a great option. I don't think they were expecting that. And Avery Lowe has such a quick swing. She's hard to block as well.
Parrott to serve, puts it in play. It's dug by Waverly. They tip it at the net, and it's wide. It's out. Point Charles City, and the Comets have doubled up Waverly-Shell early. It's 8-4 here in set 4.
Eric, I have to tell you that I have Avery's sister Jada in 8th grade right now, and I'm pretty sure I call her Avery 5 times a day. She's so gracious about it, too.
There's a back set and a tip and a dig by Rosiska off the net, and the Comets can't return it. Point Waverly-Shell. 8-5. Charles City the lead. Dana Westendorf. She'll serve left to right for Waverly-Shell. Comet lead is 3. They trail 2-1. Rimrod. Parrott. Low swinging, and it's into the net. Point Waverly-Shell, and they have scored consecutive points, and they're within 2 at 8-6. Glad you're along for the ride here tonight on KCHA. We'll have Comet football for you Friday night at home against Algona. Talk more about that later. Here's a free ball put over on a little miscommunication by the Comets. Waverly-Shell tips and scores from the left. That's Frizzell with the tip. Her 9th kill, and Waverly-Shell, they've scored 3 in a row, Mellon. They're back within 1. Now the Comets need a side out. There's a good pass from Vance, a back set to Rimrod. She tips, dug by Kroyman. Frizzell swings, scores from the left. Waverly-Shell has tied it just like that. Timeout Comets, we'll take it with them. Credit Waverly-Shell. It was an 8-4 Comet lead. They've scored 4 consecutive points. They've tied the game at 8. Set number 4, Waverly-Shell leads 2-1. Back in a flash on your home for the Comets. Oldies 1580 and 103.3 KCHA.
Everyone deserves to feel good inside your home with indoor comfort systems that are inside your budget. Call Mills Incorporated 228-2545. They'll keep your comfort up and your utility bills down.
At First Security Bank, we know the importance of teamwork. A team shares the same goal and vision, and that equates success. We wish all area athletes a great season. Work hard, set your goals, and you'll succeed as a team. We're here as your bank team, and we can also help you succeed. FirstSecurity.bank.
With Chris McCulley and Dylan Duryea spinning the dials back at our KCHA AM and FM studios with Melanie Van Zulen, Eric Hofer and Comet Jim, Maya Rimrod. Oh, Waverly-Shell puts an incredible free ball over off the beams. Rimrod swings, and we've got a double contact on Charles City. Oh, Mel, you got to credit Waverly there. What a play off the rafters here in Comet Gym.
That was a great defensive play, and I think 2 of our players maybe had a double contact. He just called one of them. I'm not sure which one, but hopefully we'll get the side out here.
9-8 Waverly. Rimrod the pass. Parrott played to Mayhew. She tips. It's dug by Waverly. Frizzell a free ball over and a score. Oh, 6 in a row for Waverly-Shell.
We're in a tough serve receive here. We have our setter tucked away in the back row, so she has 2 hitters out in front of her, Avery Lowe on the outside, and she has Maya behind her for the first one, so which is a big one here.
They send it out too low, and a dig by Kroyman, but then it hits the ground on Waverly's side. As the players just shifting from one side to another, they get in each other's way, and Avery Lowe gets the kill. That ends the 6-0 Waverly-Shell.
We needed to get out of that rotation. That was a tough rotation to be stuck in.
Maya Rimrod to serve. Into the net. Point Waverly-Shell. And now it's a 2-point Go Hawk lead. Now the Comets need to get a side out right here, right now, with Avery Corcoran serving.
And you'll notice here they have two girls, basically two girls in serve receive right here with Maya Rimrod and Anya Rosiska.
Off the net. Oh, dug nicely by Mayhew to keep it alive. Rimrod swings on the back row. Dug by Corcoran. Here's a back set and a swing, and it's dug by Rosiska. Parrott setting up Ellis, and Addie hits it long. Point Waverly-Shell. They have scored 8 of the game's last 9 points, and they lead by 3. It's 12-9 Waverly. They lead 2-1. Corcoran serving. Nice pass from Mayhew. From Rimrod. Mayhew swings and hits it out. Point Waverly-Shell, and it's 13-9. Getting away from the Comets here.
2 of our 3 hitters in the front row right now are freshmen. I'm just noticing, which is so cool for the Comets too. Hopefully we can get a side out.
Rimrod the dig. Parrott a bump set to Ellis, who just pops one over. Taken by Waverly-Shell. Frizzell swings, dug by Rosiska, and we've got a net violation on Charles City. Yikes. 14-9, Waverly the lead. Timeout Comets, we're going to keep it here. 2-1, Waverly-Shell leads our Comets. It was 8-4. Waverly-Shell has since outscored our Comets 10-1. And now Waverly-Shell just 11 points away from winning the match. The Comets need, this is their last time out. Yep. They need to get a comeback going right here, right now.
Coach Hofer's giving them a pep talk and maybe some options off that first pass here in this receive, and hopefully can get a side out and get the ball back like we've been doing the last set and a half here, and no more streaks for them.
Comet football Friday night. Join Tyler Downing, Dave Williams, and me for the hometown call here on Fab Oldies 1580 and 103.3, as well as at kchanews.com. We hope to see you at Comet Field on Friday night as the Comets host Algona. And there is a service error by Waverly-Shell. Ooh, that's a huge one. Now the
Comets
was a great one. Need a run.
Coach Luke Anderson is listening at home, and he was waving his rally cap for that one. I think that's why they missed the serve. So, Coach, thanks for that.
Good job, Luke.
Appreciate that.
Ina Rosiska to serve. Comets trailing by 4. And Waverly-Shell just pops one over. Ellis, Parrott, Rimrod from the back row, dug by Kroyman. Look out here. A swing from the middle, dug nicely by Rimrod. They set up Ellis. Addie from the left is dug by Kroyman. A little flip shot. The Comets will take that. Parrott, a back set to low, and she just has to put a free ball over. Bieneman, a block by the Comets. Back to the Waverly-Shell side. They tip, dug by Parrott. Good rally here. Ellis swings, dug by Waverly-Shell, and now the Go Hawks miss hits, and a point for the Comets. Oh.
Keep that rally hat on, Mr. Anderson. Let's go.
Keep waving it, Luke.
Let's go.
14-11. The Comet students section continue to do a great job over there. Everybody wearing black over across the way. Rosiska serving. Dug by Kroyman. Bieneman a bump set to Frizzell. It's dug nicely by Rimrod. Van Horn tipping and scoring. I don't know how she did that, Mel.
I don't either. It's a matrix move again. She's shape-shifting up there. I don't know what else to say. It's so great to see what she can do in the front row. My goodness.
She just adjusts in midair and flips it over the Waverly-Shell defense. She wanted to pound it down. Instead, she tips it and scores. Block again by Charles City to Waverly's side, and they again do not get the ball over the net. Miscommunication by Waverly-Shell. Suddenly, the Comets have scored 4 in a row, and they trail 14-13. Here's Rosiska again. Waverly-Shell leading 2-1. Comets need to win this set. It's an ace. It's an ace by Anya Rosiska. The game is tied. Oh, my.
been a roller coaster, my goodness. Momentum's back over here, though. Pendulum swinging back. Here we are.
4th ace of the night for Charles City. That's well below their season average. Rosiska again. Bieneman. A swing by the right side is blocked again by Charles City. Here's a tip into the net and a score for Waverly. A tip and a score by Rhett Dahlquist, her 4th kill. Waverly back out in front. The Comets had scored 5 in a row. Now a side-out imperative for Charles City. And an ace by Meyer Lillibridge, her 2nd. That bullet of a serve by the sophomore gives Waverly-Shell a 2-point lead.
We're back in that rotation where we have this cluster, and Sophia Parrott has to get across the court. And so hopefully we can get out of this rotation here.
Rosiska the pass. Parrott sets up Van Horn, and she scores again. Jaden Van Horn adjusting so well. She's got 9 kills. She wants to pound it. The timing just isn't quite right there.
And then she can adjust in the air. She has one more rotation in the front row here with Maya Stevenson's serve and their serve. So hopefully we can utilize her.
Bieneman, a back set and a tip at the net, and a score by Sydney Bieneman.
That's so hard because the blocker's natural instinct sometimes to reach behind, but Anya Rosiska was waiting there to play the ball. It's hard to do that.
It's just instinct, isn't it? That was Lizzie Frizzell on the kill from Sydney Bieneman. Now Frizzell serving. Van Horn swings. It looked like a tip there. No tip. No tip. Out on the swing by Van Horn. Point Waverly-Shell, and it's a 3-point Go Hawk lead at 18-15.
Big side out here for the Comets, still in this rotation here. We got to get out of there. Yes.
And a service error by Frizzell into the net. Point Charles City. It's a 2-point Waverly-Shell advantage, 18-16. Addie Vance to serve. Come on, Addie.
We got
Vance puts it over. Lillibridge Meyer, the free ball put over, and Rimrod swings, and it's blocked by Waverly-Shell. A score for the Go Hawks. I think that was Sydney Bieneman with the block. Either that or it didn't get over the net. Either way, it's a point Waverly, and they lead again by 3.
It's a big side out here for the Comets to get back within 2.
Rosiska, the fine pass. Van Horn tipping. Doug on a run through by Kroyman. They tip. Doug, and we've got a net violation on Charles City. Point Waverly-Shell, and it's a 4-point Waverly lead, and the Comets without any timeouts left. Kroyman serving. A great dig by Rimrod. The Comets just had to put a free ball over, unfortunately, but at least they did that. Now a swing and a score off the block by Adeline Tuckey. We haven't said her name for a little while, but she comes up with her 7th kill, and Waverly by 5. 21-16. Kroyman serving, left to right. Rosiska the pass. Parrott. Van Horn swings and scores off the block. There you go, Mel.
We needed that momentum from her so we can get back within 4 here. And hopefully Emerson Bullen. Watch the ball when she serves the ball, how the ball spins in the air. It's like a change up, or I'm trying to do the baseball thing here. Off-speed pitch. I don't know.
Bullen does serve. Here's a swing, and it's out. Point Comets. Point Charles City. I wasn't sure if they'd call a tip there. No tip. Charles City scores. They're within 3 at 21-18. Here's Bullen again. Puts it over to that far side. Here's a set and a swing into the net. Point Charles City. And it's a 2-point Waverly-Shell lead. Timeout Waverly-Shell. We're going to keep it right here, Comet fans. 2-1, Waverly-Shell leads. It was 21-16, but now Charles City scored on a side out and then on 2 points on the serve, and they're within 2, Mel.
Eric, I'm getting some deja vu.
Yes.
from last year when we were asking fans to stop what they're doing, keep doing the same thing. We have the momentum. We need your help at home. To help the comments.
Keep swinging that hat, Luke Anderson.
Come on. It's very much. It's such a great back and forth volleyball match here. Comments are down by 2 with the serve. And again, Emerson Bowen's serve is tricky to play and comes off the pass, and it could be a ball handling error for the setter for how her ball spins. And so it's maybe not the bullet type of serve that you would see from Addie Vance, but it has the spin on it that makes it hard when it comes off the passer.
Boland puts it in play. It's dug by Waverly. Bieneman, back set, tipping, scoring from the right is Kennedy Wykers. 22-19 Waverly-Shell. Wykers with 6 kills. And it's a 3-point Waverly-Shell lead. They're 3 points away. Side out needed right here, right now. Bieneman puts it in play. It's dug by Vance. Parrott sends it out to Rimrod. Maya scores from the left. Maya Rimrod with 20 kills, and the Comets are back within 2 at 22-20. Now, a side out imperative, a point, a run after this side out by Charles City. Sophia Parrott adjusts the camera that her parents had set up and now puts it in play. A swing and a dig by Rosiska and a score. A score. I hope everybody's okay on the Charles City side because that dig hit off the beams. And that's going to be a kill for Adeline Tuckey, her 8th. And Waverly-Shell is 2 points away.
Side out here makes it a 2-point game for the Comets. The door's still open.
Westendorf serving. And it's an ace. It's an ace. And Waverly-Shell with match points, 4 of them. 24-20. Rimrod, the pass. Look out here. Oh, the Comets do manage to put a free ball over Mayhew. Nicely done. Back set. A block by the Comets for a score. I think that was Avery Lowe.
I think it was too. She's doing a great job blocking their outsides.
Oh.
That was a great little bit of a change up from Coach Hofer to put her in the front row to get her a bigger block out there.
She's done a nice job from that right side. Comets still trail by 3. It's still match point. 24-21 Waverly-Shell. Rimrod serving. Almost an ace. Frizzell puts a free ball over and a dig by Charles City. Keeps it in play. Here is Lowe swinging, scoring off the block. Avery Lowe. Oh, Mel, I don't know how Rosiska got to that ball that was put over by Waverly-Shell.
I don't know. Her feet do not stop moving, and she's just everywhere.
That was an unbelievable play. Timeout Waverly-Shell. We'll keep it here.
All right. We need help. We need help at home. Coach Smallin, Ryan Smallin, put the pizza rolls down or keep them in your hand. I don't know what you're doing at home, but thanks for tuning into the Comets. And we need your help. We need the rally hats on. We need something. We need just that good Comet vibe coming our way. We have the serve, but in rally scoring, we make a mistake on the serve line and they score to win. So we need 2 points to make this into a race to 2 after that.
Here's Maya Rimrod. Again, match point. 2 more match points for Waverly-Shell. Rimrod to put it in play. Almost an ace. In fact, the Comets do score. Waverly-Shell can't return it. It's 24-23. 1 more point. 24-23 Waverly-Shell. Maya takes a deep breath, pounds the ball a few times with her right hand and puts it over. And Waverly-Shell has to put a free ball over and they score from the left. Oh, Waverly-Shell wins 25-23. Oh, that was such a good serve by Maya. And Waverly just put a free ball over and Frizzell from the left found room on that back left corner.
I thought they were going to have to send a free ball over on that last one, too. I thought it was maybe going to be an ace to start, and then she's done what she's done all night, put a tough ball over, and Maya had a lot of area to cover back there and just couldn't get to it. Maybe a little miscommunication back there, too, with someone maybe that should have been in their base position. But, boy, what a close match.
Yeah,
great volleyball here tonight.
Truly, and unfortunately, the Comets had that little lull in the middle of the game where they led 8-4, and then Waverly-Shell scored 10 of the next 11 points, and the Comets were battling back the rest of that set. They almost came all the way back, but they fall 2 points short, losing set number 3 by the final score of 25-23. Obviously, you love the opportunity to play a good ball club in Waverly-Shell. This is a loss for Charles City, but some learning got done here tonight.
Yeah, and I think they just really Comets turned it around in set 2, or set 3, and we saw what they're capable of doing, but dug a pretty decent hole in set 4. I was thinking we were going to go to set 5, Eric, and you're going to be adding up the scores, and they were going to be exactly equal again, like they were,
right.
The last time
year.
when we played, because it was such a tight match. Boy, that was a lot of great rallies and such great defense, more than can be even captured in words, and some of those rallies that go on for 30 to 45 seconds, and to try to mention everything that happens in those rallies is not really, can't really do that. But so many great plays.
You can see why volleyball is such a great sport, and you see more and more people watching on TV. College volleyball is all the rage. They're playing in front of big crowds at football stadiums and indoors, outdoors. You can see why it's such an incredibly exciting sport.
And it's so interesting because, it's a lot of people that don't know much about volleyball. They come. I'll just reference my dad, for example. I remember when I was playing, and he would just say, "Just hit the ball hard." That's what he didn't know anything. Sure. He was a basketball coach, Just thought I should hit the ball hard. And it's not about that all the time. It's not about who can hit the ball hardest. It's maybe who's smartest with the ball, or where they're putting the ball, or who's playing better defense and the serve. And there's just so much that goes into the game of volleyball that you maybe don't see when you're watching the game, from the defensive strategies to the offensive strategies to the serving strategies to the who you're matching up with at the net, who's blocking who. There's just so much behind the scenes that goes on. There's a lot to it.
Well, and you've taught me things, for example, where Sophia Parrott, there's a certain rotation or two where she has to come a long way to take that first pass. That's something that for just the average viewer such as me, I don't notice that until you bring it to our attention. And suddenly we're like, oh, she does have to come a long way. That's not easy. You can see why it's not always easy for her to get those sets in the right position.
No, and she makes most things look easy.
Yeah.
But when we're stuck, I notice sometimes when we've been stuck the last few games, we've been stuck in one of two rotations. It's where she's tucked away in the back row and has to come, or when she's tucked in the left front and has to run across the court. And that's a hard rotation to be in for too long anyway.
So Waverly-Shell comes to Comet Gym and defeats our Comets 3-1, 25-20, 25-16, 12-25, and 25-23. We'll come back, and Mel and I will wrap this one up after these messages on your home for the Comets. Fat Oldies, 1580 and 103.3 KCHA.
This sports coverage is brought to you by CUSB Bank. We're proud to cheer on our local athletes and the communities we serve. Check us out on CUSB.com. CUSB Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Mason City Ford and Chrysler is a proud sponsor of our North Iowa athletes. Remember, champions don't show up to get everything they want, show up to give everything they have. Whether you're looking for your first car or your family car, see Mason City Ford and Chrysler.
At Floyd County Medical Center in Charles City, our philosophy is working as a team to help our patients deal with their medical issues. Your job as a team member is play well, put in extra effort, cheer on your team members, and be a support. FTMC.us.com.
Mel and Eric back with you one last time here on KCHA. Waverly-Shell Rock comes to Comet Gym and defeats our Comets tonight in a terrific volleyball match. Final score, Waverly-Shell Rock 3-1. Mel, some service errors in set 1 and 2. Really, I mean, there were multiple in both of those games. It was definitely better in sets 3 and 4, thus the sets were closer.
Right. That was the story of set 1 and 2 with the, the misserves, and that just is such a momentum killer there. And so we saw just a rally serving there, just great serving in set 3 and even in set 4. But just where they maybe let that, what was a stretch of 8 points, 7 points in a row, 8 points in a row with them, and that set 4. That's tough to, at any stage of the score, to let that many points go by without a side out.
And 10 of 11 that Waverly-Shell Rock scored to go. They trailed 8-4. Charles City led 8-4. And then suddenly we turned around and it was 14-9 Waverly-Shell Rock. That is a huge swing.
Yeah, and a big, again, momentum was on their side for that whole rally. So Comets fought back, though, with everything they had in those last. I mean, your back's against the wall when the other team has 24, and we pushed and pushed and pushed, and thought we were going to get it tied at 24 and then a race to 2, beat someone by 2, but didn't in that fourth set.
So the Comets will now be off for the next week. They'll resume play next Tuesday night up in Cresco. We'll have the broadcast for you here on Fab Oldies 1580 and 103.3. 7 o'clock or so, the Mills Incorporated Comet Volleyball pregame show here on KCHA. First serve from Crestwood High School in Cresco around 7:15 or 7:20, right around there. We hope that you can join us then. Mel, let's talk about a KCHA Comet Player of the Game tonight.
I think tonight, so many names come to mind whenever you say that. I think tonight, if I think of an offensive player, I'll go with offense tonight, and from the serve line and from the back row and from the front row and from the, everywhere. I'm going to go with Maya Rimrod tonight. She was really accurate and aggressive, and she always is, but I mean, she was just really smart with where she was hitting the ball. I think she had maybe 20 kills unofficially. And so that was just fun to watch her. She didn't have very many errors at all, and she just really was smart where to put the ball and swings aggressively and has so many different shots in her arsenal, and so she's a fun player to watch.
Maya Rimrod, the KCHA Comet Player of the Game here tonight. Waverly-Shell Rock wins 3-1. You have early morning practice tomorrow?
We do. Thanks for reminding me. 6 a.m. Santa's coming. No, we're going to be in Comet Gym tomorrow morning. 7th and 8th grade practice together, and there's
on Wednesday mornings
because of the early out. And that's worked out well. And, we're scrimmaging 7th and 8th graders and learning, letting them play and learn rotations and positions. And there's a lot of, learning that goes on even at 6 in the morning. And I think the girls, although they, maybe don't like waking up in the morning, they still appreciate being able to go home at 2 o'clock. And so, we have morning practice tomorrow, and then we have a game on Thursday. Again, we actually play Waverly on Thursday. Our 8th grade does, and we host, and we get to play in Comet Gym here, so that'll be fun.
Yeah. I bet they love that opportunity.
Yeah, it's so cool to play on the big net, and in the gym they'll be playing in soon enough, and so we'll look forward to that.
Thanks as always. Another fun night despite the loss here tonight, and you have a good practice tomorrow morning, and we'll see you at school right after that.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Can't wait.
That is Melanie Van Zulen here on KCHA. As Melanie mentioned, 20 kills from Maya Rimrod. Jaden Van Horn with 10. Addie Ellis had 9 for Charles City. 3 for Avery Lowe. 2 apiece for Evelyn Mayhew and Sophia Parrott. And 1 kill for Maya Stevenson. Evelyn Mayhew with 3 blocks for points for Charles City. Avery Lowe with 2. And the Comets with 4 aces tonight. 1 apiece for Maya Stevenson, Anya Waziska, Sophia Parrott, and Addie Vance. But it's not enough. Waverly-Shell Rock comes to Comet Gym and defeats our Comets tonight. Final score, 3-1. That'll wrap up our coverage here for tonight. Don't forget, Comet Football Friday night, 6:30, the Mills Incorporated Comet Football pregame show. We're a half hour earlier now that district play begins on Friday night. 6:30, the Mills Incorporated Comet Football pregame show. Comet kickoff at 7 o'clock from Comet Field. It's going to be a beautiful night. We'll see you there at Comet Field. But if you can't make it, Dave Williams, Tyler Downing, and I'll have all the play-by-play action for you from Comet Field. Again, Comet kickoff at 7 o'clock Friday night. Then the Comet Connection Saturday morning from 8 until 9:30. And then we'll have Comet Volleyball for you next Tuesday night. 1 week from tonight, up in Cresco, the Comets and the Crestwood Cadets. We look forward to talking with you then as well. That's going to wrap up our broadcast here for tonight. Many thanks to Chris McCulley and Dylan Duryea for spinning the dials here on KCHA. Dylan, I hope I got your last name right. Chris, Dylan, fantastic work as always, and thank you for being back at the station spinning the dials for us tonight. Many thanks as well to each and every one of our sponsors. Sponsors, we can't do it without you, so thank you to each and every one of you. 27 sponsors strong here on KCHA, making these broadcasts work. Thank you, sponsors. Most of all, Comet fans, we thank you for listening, and we thank you for your continued incredible, phenomenal support of all things Charles City Schools. Mel and I hope that you enjoyed the broadcast tonight as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you despite the outcome this evening. Waverly-Shell Rock wins 3-1, 25-20, 25-16, 12-25, and 25-23 in what was a very exciting match tonight in Comet Gym. Until Friday night, for Chris and Dylan back at the studio, and for Melanie Van Zulen, this is Eric Hofer saying, good night, Charles City. This is where you hear the Comets. Fab Oldies 1580 and 103.3 KCHA.
Quarterback counts on his O-line for protection of pocket. In Charles City, you can count on me, Farm Bureau Agent Jay Young, to protect your family's blind side, no matter what life throws at you. I am here to handle all of your